Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Our next guest is someone that you would call if you're considering a divorce and trying to figure out your legal options. So would it surprise you to know that he believes very strongly in building healthy families? Tony Karls is the president of Sterling Law Offices. He's here to explain. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. I think it's so true. You're often involved with people when it seems families are splitting up and there's this great divide. Yet I know Sterling Law believes very strongly in helping to build and maintain healthy, strong families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. That's something we're really passionate about, and we feel like that's something we're called to do.
And you also feel that you're called to serve the community and along with this. So can you tell us where your vision comes from and what you mean by that vision?
Sure. It's really a combination of, my faith and my business partner's faith and some personal experiences that we both have. And just talk about the first point, I feel like, as a Christian man, I'm called to live out an ethos of service. And, a passage that I love that I try to really live out in our firm here is, brothers and sisters, you are called to be free, but don't use your freedom to indulge in the flesh. Rather serve one another in love. And I feel like if we're doing that, we're really living out that calling, and we're living out that call of service in our communities. And on a personal note, I come from a broken home personally. So I like to say at the firm that I come from, I have a family bush, not a family tree. I have 6 siblings, and we all come from different sets of parents. And it's not that specific struggle that drew me to that mission, but it's really the people that spoke truth into my life while I was going through those circumstances that made an impact that I was fortunate enough to be able to hear while I was going through that. And if we can, in a small way, be a guide for people going through this transition, validate their emotions, speak truth into their life, and love them where they're at, we feel like we're really doing a service to build strong relationships and build a healthy community.
I know you feel it's important to build a client-centered, client-focused law firm to help families going through legal challenges. So what specifically does your firm do for both families and to promote the community as well?
Sure. So we have what we call the Sterling series, and it's really our content that we publish that's not family law specific. And instead of kind of going into the different programs and episodes that we run, I'll really talk about 2 different anecdotes. So one's from my personal life. So I'm a father of 2 little girls, and that's absolutely terrifying to me. So I've never been a father of 2 little girls before, and being a man that's highly driven and aggressive and, very direct, I know that I don't know things about that relationship that I need to have, because the way that I father my 2 little girls, that's going to be how they view men for the rest of their lives. And I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with people that have raised girls before and understand what's required there, so I can stand on their shoulders and learn through their experiences. My experiences will be different, but there'll be some similarities, and I won't have to go into those experiences blind. And if we can, in a small way, do the same thing with our firm, that's what we want to do. The second anecdote is something very specific from the content that we've already produced. So we did a series with the Parenting Network here in Milwaukee, and the therapist there that works with parents that are working through difficulties with children talked about a tool that they use, and it's called the feelings wheel, and it's something really simple. Basically, it's a paper plate that you cut into quadrants or into sixths, and you draw faces of emotions that are going on that the child can really understand. And Mark from our team, who's our content writer, he's got a little girl as well, and they have a great relationship. But what they've been able to do with that parenting wheel, implementing it into their relationship, is now when something goes on, Mark's able to take that to his daughter, and they're able to connect at a deeper level because they both understand what that emotion is that she's going through. And whether it's happy or sad or, angry, whatever that might be, they're able to connect at a deeper level. And if we can do that through our content, we feel like we're living out that calling that I talked about before.
So cute. You mentioned raising girls. I just thought of the shirt that I bought for my brother for Father's Day. It said, "You can't scare me. I'm the father of 3 daughters."
Exactly.
So I feel for you, and good for you for sharing those great stories. I wonder, too, how you think others can benefit from that work and also maybe even participate in your efforts.
Sure. We're really trying to, like I talked about, give people the opportunity to stand in others' experiences. And most of the time, a lot of people think that because they don't know something, they're weak or they're unintelligent or they're not smart. But in reality, most of us don't know a lot about a lot of things. And if we can stand on the shoulders of others that have gone through experiences, we can face those challenges in a much more healthy way. So if we're able to produce content that allows us to do that, we feel like we're going to have a bigger impact on our community other than just serving our clients in an appropriate way.
I'm glad you mentioned that content too, Tony, because it's a free resource. You don't even have to be a client to be able to access and use it. And those webinars, I think, are a valuable tool for people who have questions.
Yeah, exactly. And we're really passionate about giving out resources that meet people where they're at, because not everybody has the resources to hire a firm or hire a lawyer full time. And, we really try to meet people where they are and give them the resources they need where they're at.
Thank you so much for sharing a few of your own personal stories as well as your vision. We appreciate your time, Tony.
Thank you, Molly.
Absolutely. And Sterling Law Offices is a proud sponsor of TMJ4's ongoing campaign, We're Open, which we so appreciate. And to learn more about Sterling, you can visit them online at sterlinglawyers.com.